I thought a long time about making this video, especially because the what's on my phone video did really good and surprised me. But also because I don't use the newest, fanciest and complexest tools out there. At the end, I simply use what gets the job done, what's free, some of them are paid, and basically I keep my setup very simple. And that's exactly why I thought this video will be worth it for you, because it offers a different look at all the apps out there and simply talks about what actually works. So let's break it down to the essentials. These are the apps which I use at least once a week on my MacBook Air. So the first one is actually a surprise to me that it's not installed by default on macOS. It's called Red Quits. Let me explain. In my 9 to 5, I work with Windows, and there, when you close an app by the X window, it's actually closed. But not on macOS, it's still in the dock down below, and you need to close it there as well. Or of course there's a shortcut, Command and Q, but I rather like to click on this X and close the app. And this is exactly what Red Quits is doing. It sits in the background and closes the apps when you click on X. This one saved me countless hours. It's an extension for Safari and it's called Focus for YouTube. And it specially blocks certain things on YouTube. Like for example, if I open the homepage of YouTube, I don't see anything. So I don't get distracted by viral videos I don't even care about. The only thing I can see is the stuff I signed up to and am subscribed to. This really helps me to stay focused because my MacBook Air is mostly used for productivity and not for content consumption. So with that, I do not fall down the rabbit hole of watching endless fail army videos or cat videos on YouTube. Another extension is called Hush, and I don't know what happened with the internet, but suddenly on every single website you have to accept the cookies. I guess it has to do with some regulations or so. But I don't freaking care about these cookies because I can delete them later on. But when I open a website, I want to experience the website right away without annoying windows popping up to accept cookies. And this is exactly what Hush is doing for me in the background. So I can browse the web without any distractions and windows popping up left and right. Final Cut is my editing software of choice, and I switched to Final Cut about 2017 from Premiere Pro when I had a Windows laptop, switched to Mac, and I never looked back. Final Cut Pro is amazing, it just works so seamlessly with macOS, nothing more to say there. If I have to edit photos, which I mostly do when creating YouTube thumbnails, I use Pixelmator. Pixelmator is another app designed for macOS, so it works very smooth. It's a one-time payment and not a subscription like Adobe Photoshop or anything out there. It works very similar. Some things are a bit more hidden. You need to Google sometimes to find certain features, but it does the job for me. Magnet is another app where I don't understand why this is a part of macOS. People have been installing apps like Magnet for years. It's a simple feature that Windows already has. You can simply drag and drop a window to the side so that it fills out half of the screen. You can make 4 parts, windows of the screen, or you can do a lot of different layouts. But basically what I use it for is just what I said, drag and drop a window to the side, fill out half of the screen, use another window on the left side, and that's basically it. Really don't know why this is not a part of macOS. Alfred is not my name, as you know, it's Alfred is another app which I use. It's simply a better spotlight search, got recommended on YouTube somewhere, but I really just use the basic to search for an app that's in the background, and basically Spotlight can do the same, so up to you. If you like some additional features of Alfred, install Alfred. If you want to keep a free version, use Spotlight Search. Does the same job. And I really hate when you have a cluttered menu bar. And the only thing to disable some of the apps up there in macOS is to install Bartender. And it simply hides some menu items when you don't need them, shows them when you click on the dot, I think. That's how I have it set up. And it displays all the apps that are hidden and then goes away again. So simple thing, does a lot more things, but that's what I use it for. Another app that sits in the background but is quite helpful is App Cleaner. This is simply an app. If I delete an app, there are some hidden files in the macOS file structure that are not deleted, and this app actively scans for it and deletes all of these hidden files as well. So this keeps your Mac a bit more organized over time. Then another one is the standard calendar app from macOS. It's funny because sometimes you see a lot of videos out there recommending the best and latest calendar apps, but there are people out there who don't even try the default apps on macOS, and sometimes they do their job perfectly. And that's how it is with calendar. I don't use complex features in a calendar. I simply plan some meetings and stuff. I have several calendars that are shared, and for this the default calendar app works perfectly. And I don't have to pay any fees, monthly, yearly, or a subscription. It just works. And speaking of default apps, another default app which I use is Mail, and same thing here. I don't need complex AI organizing my emails. If you do need an AI to organize your emails, like some apps feature out there, I think it's time to rethink who is sending you emails. Because if I get an email and I don't read the email, then this person or this company has emailed me for the last time, and I simply block them or unsubscribe from the newsletter. So if I get an email, it's something important, so I read it. And for this, I don't need some fancy organization. So the basic default Mail app works perfectly fine for me. So these are the Essentials app I use on my Mac during my week. As you can see, they're simple apps. Some of them are hidden in the background and just do their job by themselves. Other ones are actively used. Now let me know if there was an app you use as well underneath all of these apps, or if you have another recommendation, and also if you made it till the end, drop a laptop icon as a test. And with that being said, have a great one, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.